That's some pigeon math right there. But we're back. Apologies for that. We've returned, and as you can see, we've almost completed this draft. So
can I just say how amazing it is? It's just straight up Murphy's Law. We do an event, counting the charity event. But let's
there's
just
a lot
say
of
this
days. Yeah.
22 days, no issues. The final day, game 1 draft starts, you lose power.
But we had players delayed, power gone. Everything gone wrong.
When the players wasn't home, then we have a power cut. How are we going to end this
how
day?
in the hell are you not home?
I don't know.
Where would you go? We're all at home.
It's that pre-site like workout, you know, the walk, the run. But anyway, Liquid got to decide right now. This is the issue I think for that they have to. The only issue that they have right now is deciding: is this winner just support? What are they using in this last pick? How are we going to enable the rest of their team? As Kyle really stares.
Yeah, Kyle, you're looking deep into that. Has the eyesight got worse since we got here?
It's of the greatest, you know, the co-op's a counter, quote unquote, to the MK. But you can actually win this game as Liquid. You can take Roach, you can take towers, and eventually these 3 cores are going to be super tanky, whereas the co-op Ember will always be susceptible to just getting caught out by a Grimstroke ult into a Purge, into a Roar, etc. And Oracle can only save the 1. You're also operating from a vision disadvantage because you're playing against hawks and monkeys in the trees. It feels like it's an easier game for Liquid to win.
And even if they are the aggressors, right, how are they pushing out their waves to match that aggression, right? How are they going to make these clean moves? Because what do they have? Power shot? Scream on a quap? Like, it's not clean. It's not that kind of OG-esque where all lanes are pushed out, they're running at you, you lose a fight and suddenly you're pressured in all lanes, right? So I understand Prodigy trying to focus more on the laning phase, but the biggest issue we have is the fact that Liquid, it's just too easy for them to set up a defense and just take all the objectives like Kyle said.
So if VPP are going to pull this off, are we saying it has to be outright gank spank constantly? That's their one hope in hell?
Kinda, yeah, pretty much. It's maybe a little bit toned down to the idea of they have to play a very strong, aggressive game, set the tempo, maybe even force Liquid into Roshan, take the fight at Roshan, steal the Aegis.
We just have to watch the game under the assumption, like, operating knowing that VP.Prodigy need like a 2-to-1 kill advantage to be even, and probably 3-to-1 to win. And that's the problem with the draft. It's more geared towards finding easier kills, having a stronger laning phase, but can you sustain that for 30-40 minutes? I don't think so. I think Liquid take this on the back of 1 or 2 big team fight wins, maybe with the buyback, but the beauty of this draft is that's all you need. That one fight into Roche, into a tower, and suddenly map control's yours.
We got them back on the line as they are ready to go. And what a way to kick it off. We've got Toby and Syndra and the classic combo back together to start us off with VP.Prodigy versus Liquid.
Yes, we're as classic as Na'Vi versus Alliance, and just as relative. Liquid versus VP.Prodigy, not the real VP. It's the other VP, as all the greatest teams. The better one. It's like all the Chinese teams, second teams worked, right? That would always supersede the original.
I think they're probably the team that performed the most over the average expectation in this tournament. I thought VP.Prodigy were going to do really well going into this, but I would probably not have placed them top 3 in the whole thing. So they've been doing a really good job here getting this far. And they're playing something... They're playing to their strengths, basically. This is the kind of stuff that they've been playing all tournament, which can be a little bit concerning because it also means that, you know, enemy teams are going to be preparing better and better and better for you. But their execution has just been so good, like they said on the panel, that it hasn't mattered a lot of the time. Save will have to use Windrun here. Get out. Thinking back over the last 2 or 3 years, he's had like some standout games, but he's just had this tendency of making unforced errors, basically. He's just been so
having some
stable.
trouble.
Yep, Ein is dead. Good for
Insanius got him.
You should have the upper hand minute 10 with a level 6 Centaur. Both your Ember and Quap are monsters minute 10. These heroes are so good right then. Oh, opening mid.
Yeah, Epikid's looking to fight. The Shackle is out over on Mickey, and Liquid bring in 3 players. Epikid hasn't left here just yet. And with the arrival of FN under the cover of an Invis rune, he just wants to quickly pick off Tiger. No defensive disruption available. The power shot helping with the extra tick. Ember Spirit, he didn't have to do that, but he did it anyway.
Mickey can handle it with the physical spell damage. It's obviously really good against the Siege Creep, so didn't get too much out of this.
Tiger's got the perfect trip stack. 3 camps all at the same time. Bottom lane, Ember Spirit, he's in a lot of trouble. getting caught out. Oracle's trying to give him the extra survivability, and Epic Kid's able to actually have it. Monkey King not hitting the perfect balance strike, and FN comes in. The Sonic Wave mopping up Boxy and Koifa, moving into Insania. Virtus.Pro, they lose the Oracle. There are 5 heroes from Prodigy. They're all gathering up together in mid. They really want to be able to find another engagement. Smoked up. Mickey farming up stacks. Feels like we've seen this before. And now the jump comes in. Perfect hoof stomp in from DM. Support can be there from Tiger for a defensive disruption. He has to let it out now, but the Stampede lets VP just move forward to kill off Tiger first, then come back for Mickey. When they began this engagement, and Liquid losing 2 so quickly before the 15-minute mark.
But at the same time, you feel like you need to protect the key heroes at the right times. It's just a very difficult balance to strike. Obviously, Prodigy did a good job at identifying when they could invade and get kills on Mickey. They might try again here.
Yeah, they are. Tiger walks up, defensive disruption, and they'll give it another shot. Fortune's not going to be able to connect, and even Grimstroke will be there for the extra silence, but it's a good route. And the Sonic Wave committal, and the blink forward from Save. That was a curve shot.
Remember
when it comes to the shackle shot?
It was happening.
Okay, inside this mid lane.
This is the moment, actually, for Liquid. This is their chance.
Gonna smoke up. Who they got? FN, blink
split.
forward. Boxy, able to get the roar up. They need a chain stun to work. With the extra follow-up silence, can they get the kill? Disruption, it's out from Tiger. It almost bought enough time to get away to save, but no, FN gets slapped down. And now the easy TP out from Centaur. They have enough damage? Nope.
I don't know what alternatives are really good here. Like, sometimes you buy Abyssal, but I don't think you buy it in this slot. You could finish the pipe, but that doesn't feel too good either. It's too late for that. So yeah,
Tiger?
Seems like solid. Oh, see you, Tiger.
Yeah, there's a quick little stampede to also help out in bottom lane. FN chasing down Koifa. Lets the Sonic Wave go. Monkey King able to get off the tree in time as FN blinks forward. But now Save will arrive. The Shackle flies forward, and Monkey King, who normally loves playing around the trees, becomes his own worst enemy. That actually would have been his full halberd for Bristol back
They are.
Of some forward, Koifa still wondering if he needs to go forward. Tiger lets the purge out over on the Centaur. Lotus Orb comes a little bit too late, and DM just really doesn't have the life to survive. Boxy goes straight for the roar on the Oracle. Play around him or pick him off. That's what they've got. Centaur still not dead yet, while both the supports of Liquid, they will fall. Oracle has himself a buyback. Can't say the same from the Liquid supports, and now surrounded on all sides. Mickey wants a little cover. The Shackle! Save free Koifa! Oh, he wasn't hoping for that one. Now he'll come down to the Wukong's command. It's doing good work. Ember Spirit's losing a lot of life, but he ends up being shackled to the range creep that was still surviving. Save doing such great work with the Spirit Vessel down. Koifa's got no extra life steal. And many cores dead from Liquid means they cannot defend this mid lane.
Again, if I could only see their vision the whole game, maybe it makes a lot more sense. Like, maybe Prodigy are just pushing waves way better and having way more vision the whole time, as Boxy will get solo killed by Epikid bottom. He doesn't have buyback.
No, he does not. The only ones who have buyback are Bristle and the 2 supports of Liquid. And Epikid just gives him the extra tip, and now Bristle back, also in a little bit of trouble. Goodbye, Tiger, but that's why they have your money. Insania needs to try and clean up the creep wave, which is still also inside the base. Purges are out, but Centaur doesn't care. In fact, most of Prodigy don't care. They run forward. Mickey's trying to build up some cool stacks. He has something going here, but now he's shackled to the Ember Spirit fake. They got created by Tiger, who FN will now finally get rid of Tiger in the back lines. No buyback for him. They're all gone. And Monkey King's doing everything he can inside the Wukong's command, and he is able to do something. Okay, maybe he's not. The Sleight of Fist dodges out, and Shackle's now out from Save, and all the stun controllers there. This game's over. It's done. It's dusted. Mickey might be alive, but Liquid's hopes are dead in game 1. Prodigy have just controlled this game from the very get-go. But Liquid want to keep fighting.
Shackle, actually? Oh, he has. Oh,
no,
the tree shackle.
He's GG
Why
shackling
not?
too.
Style points. Get it in
I've seen
there.
that with Mars, putting down the Ironwood tree and then spearing into it. That one's a little harder to claim.
He's
that's Mickey's plan.
Now.
This is Mickey's plan. Wait until all the mana is gone. Then again, he just gets 1 charges, and they fight again. There's so many trees to work with.
Roar?
And now, Roar? Maybe Ember Spirit.
Shackle
No,
again.
not maybe Ember Spirit. The Shackle just connects too easily. GG.
Damn. That is the best Windrunner support performance I've ever seen in a pro game. I am pretty...
All right. Well, Carl said it needs to be a 2-to-1 kill ratio, and we'll see if Liquid can actually pull this off and take us to a 2-1 score overall.
And
That'll hurt.
Assault to the wound, but the wound isn't that.
They want to go on top.
I mean, he just did a 0
Spirit's
damage.
flying forward. Ina's in a lot of trouble, and Tiger's got the tick damage. Even Epic Kid, all that regeneration that was never used because it wasn't there, means that the Tiger actually gets a double kill in this off lane of Team Liquid.
Their offlaners kind of feel like they need to function, like mobility items or upgraded boots.
Epic Kid,
Oh,
they're just stalking him for the moment. Sentry wards down everywhere. Stampede has to be used. There's not enough mana for a hoof stomp. Actually, he does have the one charge as Monkey King can't dodge it. And with the damage from Clinks, well, then again, maybe from the Boundless Strike, it could be Clinks who's the one to go down. FN came in so quick to be part of this fight, and the Centaur just continues to tick out. The Death Pulse is chasing him, and in fact, the heal from Oracle is now helping Centaur a little bit to get back. So now Razor can arrive, and we turn back the opposite direction. Static link it up, FN will get his TP out to safety, and Tiger has no extra control to really kill up the Oracle unless Oracle turns around and then just disarms the Razor. 95 stolen damage, hit what?
but they also want him to scale. So now that this timing has been hit, where they have the Yule's Blade Mail as well as the Echo Saber and Monkey King, they want to fight. But
going
so
mid.
does the dagger. Oh,
Boundless Strike begins it all up. Oracle's got the extra control. Reaper side, Coinfoot just deleted. 70 seconds he is down. Buyback is available. And the rest of Team Liquid are now coming to the mid lane. The Blink Dagger from Boxy. The buyback from Razor will be worthwhile if you can find yourself a kill. The double hoofstomp. Boxy hits the backline and the Soul Bind Silence, and Mickey going to work. Combining that with the Wukong's command, maybe Prodigy can start turning this one around, but Monkey King just stands in the middle and dies in the middle of the Wukong's command. Turn on the Sunray, turn on the Blade Mail burn too. A quick prod of Atos, Tiger, secured by save. But they're going in deeper. Boxy blinked in, couldn't get the stun out. But Mickey getting back-to-back kills.
that is very true. Should not disregard that fact. Definitely, definitely helps out.
Pit, Atos, Boxy thinks about helping, gets a hoof stomp, but only onto the Rubik, who ends up stealing Stroke of Fate. Not a bad steal to have, but the Sunray's burning safe down. But back into the pit, Tiger just kept moving forward. Necrophos does not have the Reaper sight available, but they just keep the dust going. And now another great hit from DM. Both Mickey as well as Insania on the retreat, but couldn't get back. Not in time to get out of range to the pit. But they don't bring the Razor.
But
He's
now
not
they're
there just yet. And now, Hoofstomp forward, Boxy gets the initial jump over on the Oracle. Tiger wants to help out too. Disarm. Oracle just trying to get himself further out of here. But the pit, the control, Centaur, he needs some extra help. But the Reaper Scythe will take him out for a minute. Tiger also on the retreat. It looks like, yep, Prodigy will have to move outside the Wukongs.
I want to say today, but they've obviously had some good moves earlier this game. It's just this jump, Centaur jumping the Oracle in the middle of the forest with nobody around him to help get the kill.
And now you may lose Quoip for anyway. He's got a Yule Scepter available. Starts with the Static Link of the Monkey King, forcing him away, but it's the Rod of Atos into the pit. He'll hit the deck, rooted once again. Mickey can at least pick off Ina. So what was really burnt from that? Like, you lost Eye of the Storm on Quoipva.
Well,
That's kind of it, but now
it.
Prodigy push the mid lane. Necro, a pretty big target underneath the tower. They're focusing him down, but the false promise. Oracle didn't get stunned in time, so he gets it out on the Necro, who will also be Yulsed into the air. Does anyone else want to follow up on this? Necro is just staying, I don't care. FN, now the Reaper's Scythe Razor, dead for 90 seconds. No buyback is available. They'll clean up the burning army.
Oh,
and Prodigy will keep the push going.
It's the access point you have to this fight.
They're wrapping all the way behind, and Oracle is going to be there, but I'm seeing two couriers coming in. One's got the headrest and the tower. I see three couriers coming in. The army, the squadron has arrived from Prodigy. Grimstroke quickly deleted, and now Razor isolated inside the Wukongs and the pit. He has to PKB. At least he's able to get that one off this time around as they bow the burning army inside the tree line. This might be okay if Liquid can get a couple more kills. They got the Oracle, now into the Supernova. Prodigy had to go in full retreat. FN cannot do it, however. Yule's brought down, Underlord stunned up. Boxy wants to get the chain stun out. Your buyback comes in from Oracle, so Fortune's End now is actually going to be there. False promise, DM, get the hell out. Full Uber back to safety. They believe they can do this now that Deso's on the monkey.
Yeah, this is not guaranteed, I think.
Liquid's going to smoke again. But the creep wave, it's pushing up mid. I don't think do they get there in time?
They can't do it in time. No, they can't. And they don't have Monkey King ulti this time, so this fight is...
Prodigy smoke. The smoke's going to break open the Rubik. Hoofstomp! Here's the target. Boxy catching out too. DM as well as Rubik. They're going down so damn fast. Safe. He's being saved by his own Ghost Scepter. Now Icarus dive into the Supernova, but you've lost Clinks. Your damage isn't there. Epic Kids trying to take care of the Supernova. Everyone coming in together. It doesn't get off in time. Tiger needed a fraction of a second longer. Box doing everything he can, but he's losing his heroes. The Reaper Scythe putting down the Razor, and now Grimstroke, the last one to die. 5 gone from Liquid. Prodigy, everybody is up.
Their Clinks walking in to start dealing the damage immediately gets lifted by Rubik and just taken out. Clinks is the majority of their damage, and he couldn't get it done. Even if you get the jump, if Clinks doesn't get a free angle, he is so counterable right now. It goes so fast. It's probably the reason he ventures outside of the base to begin with, is that he sees these two cores talk, so he feels safe.
There's your Inkwell.
Jump in.
Yep, they're just using the bait of the beginning. Aegis, the Immortal from the Necroforest, battling inside the Wukong's command. A quick stampede, can't get them away. Centaur's already gone down. And now you really start to see Razor and all of Team Liquid just fall apart. They got the Relic on the Clinks, trying to get that little bit of bonus damage to find a kill, but Prodigy just sustain. You didn't even get through the Necros Aegis of the Immortal. And now the jump forward, a perfect hit onto Mickey. He's got a couple of one charges to bring him back up again as FN dives in pretty damn deep. The Ghost Round's giving him protection. Tiger wants that same level of protection, but he doesn't have it. Mickey moving back to the fountain. He's so low on life, 100 HP, barely surviving. Who do you go on? DM sees him. FN feels like an interesting target, but remember, he's still got the Aegis, the Immortal available. Tiger slapped down by the Boundless Strike, controlled by the Pip. No Supernova available anymore. In fact, Rubik is taking his place as the Phoenix.
They are just trashing Liquid today. This didn't even seem close in either game. Like, Liquid had a little bit of a... They showed some signs of life for the first, I want to say, 15 minutes, and then they just consecutively lost every fight, every move. The map, the Roche.
The game.
It's just over.
It really is. They're trying to battle at the last points here, but it feels like Liquid are just in it for the thrills. That's GG. Prodigy. You know what the best thing about this lower bracket final is that the grand final should be a hell of a lot better.